If buying groceries were a game, what are some of the loading screen tips? While more agile than a cart, the basket holds fewer items. The cart can be used to ram competitors. Buy frozen goods and dairy last to maximize bonus points. The drunk debuff might increase efficiency in the beer run and corner store levels. Get refrigerated and frozen items last. When you see little semicircle marks on pears, it means somebody has dug their nail into it checking they're ripe, and then bought the ones they haven't damaged. Always check the price per kilogram instead of the total price. Make a list of things you wish you had in the moment during your day-to-day life to remind yourself what things to buy at the store. Money can be exchanged for goods and services. Always check the price by unit. Is that family size really cheaper than the normal one? You guys overestimate the quality of loading screen tips. After selecting your items, you can pay at the counter. Need many groceries? Get a cart. Don't forget to reload drive. Freeman, get fruit in the fruit section. And dairy in the dairy section. It's a bad idea to take meat from the broken fridge. Tip: don't shop on an empty stomach. You'll end up buying extra junk food. Get fragile foods last. Always make a list. If you know the layout of the shop, put the items in the order in which you will pass them there. Avoid the coughing old man. The milk is in the back so you get distracted before you get there. Asterisk if you can run fast enough. No one will stop you from stealing something. Asterisk. Checking expiration dates. If someone is standing in front of the product you want, stare aggressively at them or pretend to be interested in something else until they move. There's no such thing as saving money by buying an item because it's on sale if you didn't intend to purchase it in the first place. Edit: there will always be another sale. Tip: check prices are correct on receipt before exiting game. Don't let our bathrooms fool you. The rest of the store is very clean. If you wanna have fun, use the self-checking and try the job of cashiers yourself. Try not to buy products that are in your direct eyesight. Buy the ones that are at the bottom to save money. Be nice and cool with the workers. They will appreciate it and will go that extra mile if you're a kind person. Sometimes get discounts and free stuff. Seriously. If you're a scumbag to the staff and you ask if they have any stock in the back, they can lie and say they couldn't find any. Bagels in the bread aisle are $3.69, but you can get some good ones for half that in TBE refrigerated aisle. Load heavy items into your bags first. If buying groceries were a game, the difficulties go from easy to 20/20 mode. Keep your distance from other buyers, or you might cause a second wave. The generic brands taste just as good, except off-brand mac and cheese. It's shite. You are never too old to ride the cart. Food containing excess fat and sugar may lead to permanent changes to your character's waistline. Don't get stuck on brands. Often, the only difference is the packaging and price. Tip: make sure to double-check if you've enough funds for your purchases before heading to the cash register. Wouldn't wanna end up having to walk out empty-handed and embarrassed. Don't forget to buy that pack of oatmeal that you're going to store for 2 years and then throw out. Avoid the center of the stores and only shop the perimeter for the most nutritious and fresh foods. Check your meats. Check your eggs. Always round up. Try to budget. Make a list. Remember, you still have shit in the fridge that's about to expire. Finish that first, you dense motherfucker. Older things are placed at the front of the shelves. Newer at the back. If you're stocking a pantry for long storage, get from the back. Sorry, supermarket workers. Press the big red buttons on the walls that say, "In case of fire," to engage chaos mode. Eye contact in the checkout line must be avoided at all cost. It is often seen as consent to conversation. Put the fucking carts where they belong instead of leaving them scattered all over the parking lot, you filthy cretins. Tip: PLs let other people have some food too. Otherwise they might quit the game because they died of starvation. Don't forget the milk. Don't grab the celery, you don't use it. Don't you yell at the employees, that rude. You said you be just 10 minutes, not 1 hour. Uncut fruits always cost significantly less than cut and packaged fruit. You should go to Aldi first to get most of what you need. Aisle 3 rotates its inventory weekly. You may find a deal on something other than food. You really don't need that third jar of Nutella. Don't sign up for a membership. Just use a friend's phone number. The healthiest options are not at eye level. Be polite and kind to the checkout staff. Sometimes you will get discounts. 1. Be sure to give the tomatoes a light squeeze. The firmer ones will last a little longer. 2. Some stores will cut open a watermelon at the deli counter so that you can verify its quality before purchase. 3. If you see someone struggling to get something off a shelf or find something, politely offer to help them. It's a small kindness that can brighten both your days. 4. Don't stop with your cart in the middle of the aisle. Everyone hates that guy. If you get stuck, look above the aisles and you'll find some helpful hints as to what each aisle contains. Tip: if an item in Walmart isn't on the shelf, look on the very top rack where they store extras. Use the self-checkout register if you want to spend 20 minutes looking up green beans. Apparently they were called strngbns or some shit. Buy one get one free is usually buy one for 50% off. Tomatoes are fruits. Always check the eggs in the carton to make sure none are broken. Annoying children are fast but easy to punt. Tip 42. The products at the back of the shelf is freshest. Tip 43. Anything is a dildo if you're brave enough. Remember, bread, expiration date, and sell by date are very different. Food will last well after sell by date. Don't go grocery shopping stoned. Avoid the Karen. Tip: give your grocery cart a mini test run to avoid the cursed wobbly wheel. This curse grants the player with a +3 annoyance factor and adds an additional +1 with for each item on the list for the duration of the game. Careful. If your annoyance meter gets too full, you will forget key grocery items to fulfill your quest. Don't be afraid to show dominance over other shoppers. Tip: you can hook 2 bags per finger so that you never need 2 or more trips to unload the groceries from the car. Those tips are often pretty obvious and useless. So, drinks can be found in the beverage aisle. Don't go shopping whilst you're hungry. Pro tip: fill your hunger meter before grocery shopping so you don't buy more than necessary. Make a list to get all the items from the list to check out. I always end up buying stuff I don't actually need. Tip: stick to your list. Sometimes, the largest package of an item is not always the best deal. Try looking at price per item as opposed to price per package instead. If you want to eat healthily, buy the food around the edges, not the stuff in the aisles. Tip: don't forget to check the price per ounce section on the price tag. It will tell how I hope you're really paying. Remember, the store brand cost less, but sometimes only by a few cents. There are certain power-ups called coupons. Get as many as you can. Frozen vegetables and berries are just as healthy as fresh ones and don't spoil that fast. In this limited time event, stay as far away from other shoppers to earn double XP. Food can be consumed to replenish your energy and stave off hunger. It's usually healthier to shop the outer loop of the store. They keep the junk food in the middle. Avoid Whole Foods, you could lose your coins fast. Make sure you count your money beforehand to avoid the awkwardness of counting your money in front of the cashier. If you get pineapple first, you can use it as weapon in late game phase. Lost children are free to take. COVID tip: take home some empty clear vegetable bags and open them at home. They are a bitch to open without licking your fingers. That way they are ready to go when you are shopping. Put all of the things that have to be refrigerated on the conveyor at the same time. Ensure that they get bagged together to make it easier to get it all in the refrigerator first gen you get home. That way you can ignore unpacking the rest while you eat the bag of Oreos guilt-free. But most importantly, be prepared to pay when you check out. Don't be the one who are surprised and acts like paying is a new concept. A cart dramatically increases your inventory capacity but decreases agility.